Unlock your purpose, grow stronger every day. You're watching Personal Development TV, your one-stop place where change begins with you.
Hello everyone, my name is Anthony Binns. Welcome back to Personal Development TV. Most of the people you think are loyal to you would disappear the second your life got hard. And today, I'm going to prove it. Using 3 tests that might completely change how you see your friends, your partner, your family, even the brands you support. Because there's a massive difference between real loyalty and something that only exists because it's easy. And if you get this wrong, you don't just lose relationships, you lose years of your life. I'm going to ask you a crazy question. That person you text every single day, that friend you hang out with every weekend, that brand you buy from all the time, are you actually loyal to them? Or are they just convenient? Because here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't choose their relationships, they fall into them. We live in a world obsessed with convenience. Fast food, same-day delivery, one-click purchases, instant replies. And without realizing it, we've brought that same mindset into our relationships. We think that because something is easy, it must be real. We think that because someone is around, they must care. They are not the same thing. This video is a mirror. By the end of it, you'll know exactly which relationships in your life are built to last, and which ones are quietly draining you. And fair warning, one of these tests is going to make you very uncomfortable. The big problem, nobody talks about. Here's the truth nobody prepares you for. Most loyal relationships aren't built on loyalty at all. They're built on pure convenience. And that mistake, confusing convenience for loyalty, is how people stay in empty friendships, stay in relationships that slowly kill their confidence, stay connected to people who disappear the moment things get hard. Real loyalty is an active choice. Convenience is a lazy habit. One builds a life. The other just fills time. And if you don't learn how to tell the difference, you'll always feel like something is missing, even when you're surrounded by people. So today, I'm giving you 3 tests. Fail even one of them, and the relationship is already on borrowed time. Test number 1. Active choice versus passive default. This first test reveals why the relationship exists. Ask yourself this: is this connection powered by a conscious choice, or is it just the default option? True loyalty starts on the inside. It's the decision to choose someone, even when it would be easier not to. It's built on shared values, emotional connection, trust, and intention. Think about couples that last decades. They don't stay together because it's convenient. They stay together because they wake up every single day and choose each other again. That choice turns love from a feeling into a force. Convenience works the opposite way. Convenience isn't chosen, it just happens. You don't pick it. You just don't bother replacing it. That's how people end up in relationships where conversations stay surface level, emotions never go deep, growth never happens. They're together, but not connected. The brand example. Everyone understands this. Think about Amazon. You might say you're loyal to it. But are you? Or is it just fast, easy, and predictable? The second a better option shows up, you're gone. That's not loyalty. That's convenience wearing a loyalty costume. Now compare that to a local coffee shop. Maybe it's out of your way. Maybe it costs more. But you go anyway. Why? Because you believe in it. You know the owner. You feel like you belong. That's an active choice. And the smartest brands know this. Real loyalty is emotional, not transactional. Now, apply this to your life. This is where it gets real. A convenience relationship exists because of proximity. A coworker you eat lunch with, a neighbor you hang out with, a friend who's always just there. It's easy. But here's the trap. We mistake closeness for compatibility. Psychologists call these passive relationships. They exist, but nobody is intentionally growing them. A loyal relationship is different. It's the friend you make time for when life is chaotic. The partner you choose to build with, not just split bills with. The person you're willing to be vulnerable with, even when it's scary. These relationships require effort. And yes, effort is uncomfortable. But the relationships with the greatest potential to grow are also the ones with the greatest potential to hurt. That's the risk of choosing loyalty. Sometimes a very active person ends up with a very passive one. At first, it feels balanced. One brings energy, the other brings calm. But over time, the active person feels exhausted, doing all the work. The passive person feels controlled, wishing things stayed easy. No one is wrong. The relationship is just running on convenience fumes instead of mutual choice. So ask yourself, why is this person in my life? Because I actively choose them? Or because they're just the easiest option? That answer tells you everything. Test number 2. The pressure test. This is the test most relationships fail, because loyalty only reveals itself under pressure. Convenience disappears the moment things get uncomfortable. Think of loyalty like steel. High heat tolerance, built to last. Convenience? It melts fast. Business example. A company thinks it has loyal customers until a competitor offers a 10% discount. Suddenly, they're gone. Because the relationship was never emotional. It was transactional. True loyalty survives mistakes. Discount loyalty does not. Personal life. This is the real test. A convenient friend is there for the fun, the parties, the laughs, the good vibes. A loyal friend? They show up when things fall apart, even when you're not fun, even when you're struggling, even when it costs them comfort. Loyalty looks like a 2 a.m. phone call, sitting in a hospital waiting room, picking you up from the airport when it's inconvenient, staying during the hard conversations instead of ghosting. True loyalty requires sacrifice. And here's the part nobody likes to hear. Convenient people leave when life gets heavy. They get busy, they fade, they disappear. Not because they're evil, but because the relationship was never built to carry weight. Ask yourself, who checks on you when you go quiet? Who is willing to have uncomfortable conversations with you? Who stays when you're at your worst, not just your best? That's loyalty. Everything else is fragile. Test number 3. The gut feeling. This final test doesn't live in logic. It lives in your body. Loyal relationships feel secure. Convenient ones feel unstable, even after years. Loyalty feels like an anchor. You feel safe, seen, accepted. You can be your real, imperfect self without fear. Psychologists call this secure attachment, and it's one of the strongest predictors of long-term happiness. Convenience feels different. It feels like a placeholder. Fun, but temporary. There's always a low-level anxiety. Am I still fun enough? Am I still useful? What happens when I stop being easy? That pressure forces you to perform, and performing is exhausting. This is why convenient relationships never go deep, because depth creates responsibility, and convenience avoids responsibility. So, check your gut. When you think about your closest relationships, do you feel calm security or quiet anxiety? Loyalty feels like coming home. Convenience feels like you're just visiting. The ultimate relationship audit. Now we use this. Pause the video. Open your notes app. We're doing a real audit. 1. The reason, why does this relationship exist? Active choice or habit. 2. The crisis. What happened when life got hard? Did they step up or disappear? 3. The vibe, security or anxiety. Anchor or placeholder. This isn't about labeling people as good or bad. Convenient relationships have their place. The danger is giving anchor-level energy to placeholder-level connections. That's how hearts get broken. And one more thing, this is not blind loyalty. Real loyalty never excuses abuse, disrespect, or stagnation. Cutting off a toxic relationship isn't betrayal, it's loyalty to yourself. Final thought, loyalty versus convenience isn't about judging others. It's about clarity. Because relationships built on easy will never give you the security of relationships built on choice. Our culture worships convenience. But the easier life gets, the weaker our connections become. And the paradox? The effort is the point. Effort creates meaning. True loyalty, in friendships, partnerships, and even brands, is one of the most powerful forces in your life. But it doesn't happen by accident. It is chosen. It is tested. And it is felt. And it is always worth it. If you're someone who wants real relationships, real loyalty, and a life built on meaning instead of convenience, then subscribe. And tell me in the comments, what does true loyalty mean to you?
Unlock your purpose, grow stronger every day. You're watching Personal Development TV, your one-stop place where change begins with you.